Hello, my beautiful ether friends. Welcome to my true north. I have to say now, I want to start off with saying you're so freaking brave for being here. I feel like this is a very brave thing to do because it sort of shows a lot of trust in me, shows some trust in something that you don't really know too much about, if that makes sense. But it also shows the trust in yourself. Like you're trusting yourself to get on board with this. And I really appreciate you for that because we're going to create a lot of change, is what I feel. I have some guidelines here. I have some pointers that maybe can help you through this process. I also have received some information that I will put in writing and send to your emails or put on public because there's a big difference between being a follower here on this Buy Me a Coffee site and being a supporter. And I do want to thank you supporting people so very much. It's unbelievable the support that you're coming with. So some slower, some faster is what I've written here, and some in lots in dream state. So try not to judge the speed of this. Like, I'm your tuning fork. I'm here with my team and I'm vibrating in this frequency. And however long, like from the minute you said yes to this, there's a change that's going to start to happen. It just does. And you know that for any other thing that you've done, you probably have said yes to a lot of things in the past. And as you do, you start to feel the shift before you sort of end up in that workshop or before you ended up in this thing that you said you were going to do. Things start to happen leading up to that. You don't have to actually be there in person. And now let's begin. Like the energy knows what to do. So you are shifting and changing all day, every day already. Some of you will shift slower because this moving closer and closer into this frequency that I with my team here are holding. There's going to be various things for you to drop, for you to, it's not so much that we're going to focus on like how fast can we get to this yummy stuff, is how fast you can let go of resistance and how safe you feel as you let go, how much control you feel like you need to have. That's all that it comes down to. And also it's a lot about what I find, learning how to grow holding energy, like how much you can expand in your physical body. We have the energy body, but like the physical body, and how much you can literally hold. And you will come to find that more and more as we go, what that means. Maybe you understand completely what I mean. And some of you guys will completely understand eventually what I mean by that, by holding space, holding energy. It takes a lot of energy to hold energy, if that makes sense. So try not to judge the speed. If you're in this, we're just a few days in, and if you felt nothing, try not to judge it. Try to just see, I'm moving in the exact speed that I'm comfortable in moving in, that I'm feeling like I need to be in control to move in. We don't want to freak you out so that you shut down here. We want to move in the exact right, time period here. And some other people are much, much faster. I've already gotten some emails like, is this supposed to happen? And whatever happens is supposed to happen. And you trust that you're just might be really, really fast here in the beginning, and then you might slow down a little bit later, or you're just going a little bit up and down. Like sometimes it's faster and sometimes it's slower. And a lot of you guys can also do a lot of cleansing in your dream state. You can start to have really crazy dreams, really vivid dreams, dreams of meeting people, meeting guides, meeting weird animals, whatever shows up there. But you're gonna feel the difference. If you're a dream state person, you're gonna start to notice that there's a lot of cleansing being done in your dream state. It's sort of a heads up what's about to come, if that makes sense. So yeah, I've written down that some of you will start to feel this inner shift, and you will really feel it on an inner plane, and you don't see too much happening on the outside just yet. You're working more like on the inner planes. And some of you guys will start to see it on the outer planes, which means, for instance, it actually took me a minute. I'm the one doing this. I'm the one orchestrating this. And still, I'm not trying to say that I'm stupid, but I say that it took a minute to catch up with my own thing here. And it's that my little boy, for the past 2 days, he's been acting out like crazy. And I was like, what is going on with you? You're just everywhere. He's so angry. And my boy is never angry. He's just not an angry child. And he's like pissed. And he was like, if the computer closes down, I'm going to be pissed at the computer. You know, it sounds worse in English, but like the way he says it in Swedish. And I was like, are you really? Yeah, and if you don't come like now, I'm going to be really angry with you, Mom. I was like, what is this about? Like, and I'd really try to have him explain, and I was like, oh my God. The ripple effect that we will have on other people will set them off. And whatever has been laying dormant there, he's not the perfect child. He's not happy all the time. He's going to have stuff inside of him that he also needs to cleanse. And you might have children around you. You might have friends around you. You might have coworkers, bosses, employees, whoever you have around you, animals, that all of a sudden starts to act. And probably this is going to be very unique. If there's people around you that, like from the very get-go, they're just happy-go-lucky. They're just, oh my God, they found their inner light and they're so happy and I don't know what happened. That's going to be like maybe half a percent. I'm not here to say it can't happen, because it definitely can happen. And because I have a certain path, you don't have to have that path. But it's quite rare that we're starting there. So the more common thing, and I think it's soothing to hear this, is that if people start to act out or act a little bit crazy, or like they're more on edge around you, or they're like a little bit feisty against you in particular, like I even see they being friendly with those people, but then they come over here and they're acting like really crazy towards me. It's you. You're now taking this frequency. Your journey is starting already to affect people around you. Definitely the people that you've included in this. So the people and the animals that you've included in this, you're probably going to see that change in them first. And then you're going to start to see, like on an outer plane, people that you did not include in this, you're going to start to have a ripple effect on them. And the first thing that's going to happen probably is not happy-go-lucky. The first thing that's going to happen is a little bit agitation. But not to worry. That's going to settle. It's going to sort of peter out and it's going to settle. And then, so you who have seen more things in the outer world first, then are going to start to go more inwards. And if you're sort of the inward person, you're not seeing too much in the outer world, that's also going to start to shift. You're going to start to see that, okay, I feel a lot of things that has happened now here, and now you're starting to see the outer change. It's just, yeah, a good analogy. Every time that I try to shift some sort of skin routine is like, we hear it all the time. In the beginning, you can actually get more breakouts. You can get more dry. You can get like the reversed thing that you want in your face than what you're going for. It's going to be worse before it gets better when you start to do this thing. And I think pots and pans, like kastruller och stekpannor in Swedish, pots and pans, like if you've used them and they've sat there for a bit after cooking some food and you want to clear them out, not in the dishwasher, but you want to sort of rinse it out. When you put water and stuff on that pan, that is a little bit greasy from the beginning, but as you start to go in there and really cleaning it out, it's going to start to look really, really messy. But as you just continue to clear it out, then all of a sudden it's almost like a big shift. It's like it's just crystal clear and clean. So look at it as if you're this greasy pan, or you're your own new skin routine that you're shifting at this moment. Try to not judge when that comes up, because you're just working through that pan or working through that skincare routine. You're going to come out on the other side of that. Sorry, someone was at the door. Yeah. Some things you might And you might actually get breakouts. You might actually get a drier skin. You might actually get breakouts. You might actually fluctuate in your weight. So if you're already like a few days in, you feel like you put on some more weight or put on some more pounds or holding on to water in your body, or on the contrary, you're starting to lose weight. You're starting to have difficulty to hold on to your pounds on your body. Try to just sort of let yourself be. This month, just let yourself be whoever you are, and just let the body do what it does. Because once you start to wake up certain areas of your body, or start to poke at certain energies in your body, it's going to start to fluctuate. It's going to start to move, and it might clear out certain things, like just physically, it might start to change things. I am like, in a way, I'm quite tired, but I'm still so upbeat. So I have real trouble sleeping at night. So I want to tell you guys, please try get as much sleep in as you can, because it takes a toll on the body. It really does. So as much sleep, as much power naps as you possibly can. And if you can during the day, that's really beautiful. If you're like me, like it's just having trouble sleeping, don't push it that you have trouble sleeping. Just get up and do something, because it's a part of, like, the body doesn't go, oh, so this cleansing thing only works for you during the daytime. No, it's not going to care about that. So however you feel when you feel it, try to just be in the moment of it, and then you will find your rhythm. Water, water, water. I'd say if you can get 2 liters of water in there, which is like, and I would split that up on 4 different occasions. So that's like 16 ounces, I think. Half a liter is around 16 ounces of water. Clear water, not sprinkles, not sprinkles. You don't say that. You say like the bubbles in the water. The sprinkly water. Don't do that. Just clear, clean water. If you can do 16 ounces at a time, so like in the morning you start with half a liter before you eat something, and then another half a liter maybe around noon, and then half a liter in the afternoon, and then half a liter maybe not too late before going to bed, because then you have to get up into the bathroom. But to spread it out, get 2 liters in there or more. If you're a 2 liter person normally, you might want to get like an extra half a liter more in there. Don't judge yourself if you can't get up there with those ounces, but try to get as much water in there as you can. Like a cup here and there is better than nothing. Okay? Sleep, rest, water. Cravings. If you start to have cravings, like, and if you're a woman, you know this, if you have been pregnant, that those cravings sets in. This could be the same thing here. And also for men, obviously, even though you haven't been pregnant. You just all of a sudden feel like having pickles. Like, oh my God, my body just really screams for pickles. Don't sort of brush that off, but try to listen as much as you possibly can. And I don't care if it's something that you would consider to be bad for you, or if it's something that you like, I just don't eat that. Try as much as you can to listen to the body, what it's asking for. So if it's pickles, buy pickles, and it might just be for those 5 minutes, and then that was gone. If it's licorice, if it's chocolate, if it's, pasta, whatever you all of a sudden feel like having, please give it to the body. And that also is going to sort of, when we find this balance, that's not going to be the craving. We don't get cravings if there's a beautiful balance going on in the body. Right. And then maybe something that might be the most important thing. For some of you guys, there might be real anger coming up, real grief, real sadness, real happiness, like real strong emotions coming up through the body. And that can be for you individually, but there could be a lot of people of you that are just holding the world's energy. And that might sound like, what are you talking about? Or that it might sound like that's too big to handle. For some of you guys, you have dealt with that all your life, so that's no news to you. It just means that whatever trauma you're working on, whatever resistance or control that you're letting go of, just imagine we're all connected around this globe. And I love the fact that we have people from around the world that are doing this very thing here. We have Romania, Slovenia, Hungary, America, Sweden, Ireland, like the list goes on and on about people coming together from so many different countries. And I just love the beauty of how I feel that we're, it almost gets me emotional, but we're like soon, I don't know, 150 something people sitting across the globe. We're actually 200 coming in that doesn't want to be on the Buy Me a Coffee side, but like around 200 people right now that are sitting around the globe. And I feel this connection in the net of the world, like the grid of the world, like we're just this team with our individual ginormous teams just coming together and like holding space. And for some of us, when you get into certain traumas, or when you get into certain memories, or when you get into certain resistances that you have in your body that you're trying to let go of, you're actually also tapping into, so it could be thousands and thousands of other people dealing with the same thing, and you're clearing it out. It's going to help them clear it out, and them feeling it is going to make you feel it. So if you're having an afternoon where you sort of feel like you're on the brink of breakdown, like what the is going on here? I feel so much. I feel like it's not really relevant to my issue. Like, am I overreacting here a little bit about that thing that someone told me when I was 3 years old? You know, maybe, but it also means that you're tapping into every other single person that has a similar memory, has a similar vibrational frequency. And as you clear that out and let that go, you help thousands around the world to do the same. So you're literally holding space and holding energy and feeling, tapping into the vibration that you're in is calling in other vibrations of the same kind. So sometimes if it gets overwhelming, just try to sit through it. And that is not the moment to get to your craving. When you feel those feelings, try to not have a plan, try to not get out and run, try to not escape it, to just sit in the emotion and just let it just run through you, because a lot of that stuff might not even be yours. So it can really be over in 5 minutes, and you cleared yourself out in that particular thing, and you cleared thousands of other people that will never know that it was you holding their space, but they will wake up the day after feeling like, I feel so much lighter. What the heck happened? So yeah, that was some pointers here. I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, if you wonder if this is something you're supposed to feel, if you wonder about the journey, if you wonder about anything, please write to me in either the comment section. I'm gonna now post this here on this new channel, this My True North channel, and here you can post it in the comment section for sure. You can also continue to send me private messages on Buy Me a Coffee, where I will respond in the time that I have, like when the minute I see it and have time, I will respond to you. So don't be a stranger. Let me know what you're going through. And if there's a real, like, I have to have an answer to this, please don't hesitate to send it to me. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much, guys, for doing this, going on this journey with me. And till next time with some more information. Have a good one in the ethers. Be kind to yourself through this process. Bye, guys.